Hey, I'm Bruce.
And I'm Josh.
And you're watching
Brothers Brewing Q.
Alright guys, today we're going to be doing another beer tasting. We're going to be spotlighting one of our Houston favorites, St. Arnold's. Every year they come out with a new edition of their house-known Pumpkinator. We have 2016 and 17.
Now, as everybody knows, this is a crowd favorite, and they come out with it between October and November every year. And everyone knows that once these bad boys are off the shelf, they are gone for the rest of the year. So we are lucky to have a 2016 that Bruce has been keeping on his shelf and waiting to drink.
That's true.
We also got the 2017 of this year's edition, as well as a special Bourbon Barrel Aged 2017 Pumpkinator.
I'm excited to try this one. Alright, we're going to be starting with a 17, I think. What do you think?
I'm down with 17.
Let's do it.
All right, I'll let you do the honors, my friend.
Now, just about whenever they come out with this stuff, almost every single time it's going to be Imperial Stout. So these beers, almost every time, I'm telling you guys, this isn't a beer for the faint of heart.
It is a strong beer.
Yeah, if things like Guinness get to you, yeah, you're gonna fall apart with this kind of beer.
Let's look at this.
Look at this thing.
Okay, so right off the bat, the look of it. I mean, it's got a nice head on there already. Mm-hmm. And we still got plenty.
We're good to go.
So let's go ahead and put that right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so overall look of it.
It's dark.
It's very dark. It's dark how an Imperial Stout should be.
Yeah, it's not as dark as like you would think Guinness would be. You know how Guinness has a completely black look? This doesn't.
This almost has like a cola.
Yeah.
Like a Coca-Cola or like Pepsi.
Yep.
Automatically, yeah.
So smell is fall.
Vanilla.
Oh, I'm smelling pumpkin, brother.
Straight up, well, that's Pumpkinator.
Yeah, it's pumpkin all day long. This stuff smells like
cinnamon,
an
nutmeg,
can of pumpkin
spices, pumpkin pie spices.
Yep.
Like pumpkin, straight up. Let's taste this bad boy. Got the thickness. It lingers very well.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those flavors that you roll around on the inside of the mouth, and you could not take a drink of this for 10 minutes; it'll still be there.
Yeah, this is in the great words.
In a good way.
In the great words of was it James Franco from Pineapple Express? You know, lingerers. That's what this is right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is good.
Very quick. Okay, so back to the brew.
It's good.
Taste, bitterness. It does have some bitterness to it, but the pumpkin and the lingering. I
would say for most beer drinkers, this isn't going to be a beer that most beer drinkers are just going to pick up and go, yummy, I really like it.
And you wouldn't pound a 6-pack of this. No, I'm just saying, you'd probably get maybe 2 or 3 in, actually, and you would totally fill it, but as far as drinkability, period, you know, it's one of those, you have one of those bottles and you go.
This stuff's 10% alcohol by volume, so it's strong, but... Okay,
as far as
taste goes, I definitely want to say you're right. It's got that bitter taste, but in a good way, and there's a sweet characteristic. There's a pumpkin sweetness there.
There is, like it's got the vanilla, it's got the syrupy, like maple, maybe a little bit. Overall,
a 10, dude. It's a 10. I mean,
it's a freaking 10.
There's no
for pumpkin beer. I've had plenty of pumpkin beers. I mean, you guys saw us do a peanut butter beer, but as far as pumpkin beers, I've had plenty of pumpkin beer. Yeah. We actually did one off script before we started, and we should have filmed it.
Which one?
When we did Oktoberfest and pumpkin and Imperial Stouts, and we tasted some pretty bad.
But they're not like these.
This is by far the best pumpkin beer I've ever had. If you guys can think of any other pumpkin beers that you think can take on the St. Arnold's Pumpkinator, give us and drop us a line. And we'd be glad to review it.
Yeah, we'll taste it. We'll put it up to we'll do the Pepsi challenge on that one.
We'll do the Pumpkinator challenge. We'll do the pumpkin beer challenge. So, good deal. All right, guys. We already tasted the 2017. So it's time to open up to its competitor, last year's 2016.
That's right.
Let's get to it. Yeah, you like the shark? Walmart, baby. All right.
Sweet.
You excited?
I'm excited, yeah, because it's been
a year.
It's been in my cupboard a year, buddy. So it's like aged.
Last time we had this.
See, this is a bourbon barrel aged. This is a Bruce's Closet aged.
Yeah, so.
That's gonna have that malty oatmeal flavor. Because it's literally next to my oatmeal.
Yeah, right. Okay. Already, it's got a little bit bigger head than the 2017. Go ahead. As you can see. Okay, and as I can tell, this one actually looks a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit less carbonation, but also I can probably see that with the.
It's similar.
It's very similar, but
it's
I don't
definitely
see
less carbonation.
It's very less, but
Well, you
that's
gotta figure
aged
it's
in a year,
been sitting in my cupboard a year.
which doesn't seem like a lot, but hey, you know, it's been in dark, light, which I know it is frothier. I mean, look at that head. That head is.
Yeah,
look at that.
The look is definitely like a dark.
It almost looked like a super dark whiskey.
Yeah, like that El Dorado whiskey we tried. No.
Yeah, that rum. That's rum.
Oh, rum. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, look at you. The pumpkin
All
is
right,
already
cool.
kicking in. Okay, yeah.
I'm only kidding.
Okay,
All
so
right, come on.
let's taste this bad boy. There's a stout. To me, that is much smoother.
Yeah.
Well, we're on taste. We're on taste. Taste notes.
It's good. It's good. It's similar to the other one.
Pumpkin to
It's
me.
a little
The
bit more bitey in the
2017.
back.
The 17 to me has more pumpkin.
This tastes a little bit more coffee-like.
Yes, like a stout should.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit more coffee-esque, whereas the other one definitely has that pumpkin right off the bat. This one is more mellowed out, a little more coffee tone to
This
it.
you get that pumpkin up front. You get those smells of the banana. You get the spices, and then at the back note, it's like you just took a shot of espresso, or you drank some cold brew coffee, and it sits at the back. But I totally feel you. You know what I mean? It sits at the back, and this one right here is a Pumpkinator lingerer as well.
All right, so as far as feel goes, to me, this stuff it's similar to the last one. I would say it's similar as far as feel goes.
It is. I would say this is a little bit smoother, and not as much carbonation like I thought. Just how the 2017 has that linger on your tongue like the root beer. Like I said, this does not. This hits and goes away.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think overall? Give me we'll say overall first of it, and then we'll do an overall compared to the 2017.
To me, I would say overall, I mean, Pumpkinator is a winner in my book. I mean, I love this stuff. It's one that I could sit around, especially when it's 50 degrees outside and I've got a smoker going.
Or a bonfire.
Dude, this is the stuff. Like, sit in a
It'll
glass.
keep you warm.
It's awesome. I love this stuff. So, I mean, overall, I would give even the 2016 a 9 or a 10, you know. But I think they're very good.
Especially for being the age that that's why we kept it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
these
why you
things
kept
are
it
at the
to do
top
the-
of my beer flavor list. I mean, I love a good pumpkin
Every year it
beer.
comes out, we have to get it. Last but not least, I've been waiting to try this beer.
Yeah, me too.
Because you haven't had it.
No, I haven't.
And I haven't. We've had these on separate occasions. But
And I'll be honest, I'm not normally a huge fan of bourbon barrel aged stuff.
I am a huge fan of bourbon barrel aged stuff.
I'm more of a blended whiskey
Wines.
fan rather than just like sour mash whiskey, but we shall see.
I'm a fan of everything that has alcohol content. So
Let's get it.
you bought this bottle, so I'm gonna let you get this.
All right, come on.
All right, let's go. We brought out the mini sifters so we can get all that is in splendor. Go ahead, let's see that beautiful. Roll that beautiful beer footage. You know what I'm saying? It looks a little darker, but let's get it in the light. Oh yeah. Look at that pour.
A little more. Boom.
All right, so the head. I feel like a giant with this little.
I don't know
tiny
if it's
sifter.
just because it's in this glass, but this stuff is
It is darker.
it's definitely darker. Like I can't see through this stuff at all.
And I don't know.
It looks more cloudy. Whereas the other Pumpkinator looked a little more clear, but this stuff looks a little more cloudy.
Well, yes. It does pour very, very dark. I mean, I'm looking up in the light.
So
That is
definitely,
super dark.
yeah, the color is great. The smell,
A lot of, I'm smelling vanilla for sure. Got that oak.
smells good.
Smells pumpkin. Yeah, I got the whiskey immediately. Wait for it. It has that end bite like a sour mash, like Jack Daniels, straight up.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't be surprised if that they say it's bourbon barrel aged. I don't know what barrel they used it.
Well, I know that local beer brewers, Carvach, they use Jack Daniels barrels
I do know
to
that.
do their bourbon barrel aged, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do as well. Yeah, it's got that whiskey.
It's got that sour
flavor
mash,
to it.
Jack Daniels,
Absolutely.
Evan Williams,
Sweet characteristic.
sweet. As far as, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. If you like whiskey, you like pumpkin, you like that fall spice, this is a great beer for that, for sure. I like it. It's good. And again, I don't know if it's because I've had the other two pumpkin beers, that it's like the pumpkin is, I'm tasting more of the whiskey than the pumpkin.
I taste more of the whiskey. This is, to me, you're drinking a whiskey beer right here. When they put
A bourbon barrel
bourbon
aged.
barrel aged, that is every bit of it as you can get it.
It's good.
The smell, too, as it pronounces itself even more, and you get into it, if you really mix it up, dude, I get banana in this as well.
Really?
Really, really.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if they use banana peel as one of their maybe secret ingredients. Hey, Brock Wagner, if that's you, if your secret ingredient's banana peels,
We found you out, bud.
we found you, bro. We found your secret ingredient.
Good job.
And to all you beer makers out there, go ahead and try some banana peel in your brew. And if you want to send it to us, we'll try that as well.
He's gonna write us, there's no banana.
Right. You guys are way off.
As she pans down, there's banana peels over here. I'm getting banana.
We've secretly just been eating bananas to get our protein up.
No, it's good. It's really good, man. I like this a lot.
All right. Feel-wise, it's incredibly smooth. Just how a bourbon should be. I mean, yes, a bourbon, of course, straight liquor is going to have that little bit of burn.
There's a ting. There's a ting or a zing.
It's got a little bit of dryness to it as well.
Yep.
Very smooth, though. Very smooth.
I would compare the characteristics of this beer definitely closer to the 17 rather than the 16.
Yes.
It hadn't had that time for that carbonation to mellow out over time, so it's great. It's a good beer, man.
To me, though, you're talking about to mellow out. As far as carbonation,
Yeah.
it's got some carbonation, but I think the whiskey, because you got to think, even though it's 2017, Bruce, it's been aged.
Yeah.
It could have been aged for 6. I mean, I'm unsure, so don't count me on it. It could have been aged 6 months, 8 months. It could have been aged a year in the bourbon barrels before they came out with the 2017.
Yeah.
So, as far as that smooth edginess that comes off,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. After 3 glasses of this stuff, I'm feeling it.
You are feeling it. I'm feeling it too.
It's pretty good.
I'm feeling it. Going Blink-182 on this or whatever.
Right.
That song is, but
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
overall,
Overall,
we'll go overall. Like we'll do how we did overall, and then compared to.
I would probably give
two.
that on my scale, because I'm not a big bourbon barrel aged brew kind of fan. I'd probably get it about an 8 to an 8.5. Again, it's Pumpkinator, so you're not going to get a bad review out of me. But if I had to drink one of these again, more of it or lots of it, I probably wouldn't pick this one, just because I'm not a big sour mash whiskey fan.
Now
That's just my opinion.
That's his opinion. So 8.5. I would give this.
Just my opinion.
I'm giving this a 10 because I'm a huge fan of bourbon and whiskey and all things liqueur and liquor. Mm-hmm. And then I'm a huge fan of Pumpkinator. So this is 10 and 10. This is giving you the best of both worlds. Yeah, like how can you not want to?
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out and watching our review of the 2016, 17, and the Bourbon Barrel Aged St. Arnold's Pumpkinator. If you like what we're doing, subscribe. And if you have any recommendations on things you want to see us taste or try, leave it in the comment section below.
Also, follow us on Instagram at BrosBrewIn, the letter N, in Q, and share. share with your friends, family, co-workers. We appreciate and we are so glad that you watched our videos. And like I said, share, and hopefully that this will give you some knowledge that you can go out and get the brews and do the cues that you want to do.
Yeah.
And always remember that
Great cue
starts with you. Thanks for watching.